Welcome to Our Mountains. I'm Rhonda Brashear.
I'm Dean Osmond.
And I'm Joel Brashear. And I thought we'd start today talking about charity. Now, Dean, I know you and your wife are involved in a lot of charities around the region. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Joel, one of the charities that I'm most proud of involves my wife and a lot of folks that work side by side with her on it. It's called the Backpack Program. And it was designed to provide food for school-age kids on the weekends, over holidays, and during the summer months when they're not in school getting school-provided food. You know, it fills a basic need because when they go home they still have to eat.
Absolutely.
And to date, we've seen over 20,000 of these meals go home with kids, and very proud of Sarah and her work with that.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome. Well, Mom, I know you've been involved in charitable work pretty much your whole adult life. What are some of these charities you like to work with?
Well, I like to work with the festivals, of course, and Chamber of Commerce. Currently, I'm working with FAKY, which stands for County of Leslie Lifting Youth. And some of the things that we do, we offer imagination library books to children birth to age 5 to improve their reading skills, and that's been a very rewarding process that we're doing.
Very cool. I actually got to spend some time this week with the folks at the Foundation for Appalachian, Kentucky. They do charitable work all across the region. Let's take a look.
We are about, of, and in the community. We raise funds. We bring together people with their time, with their talent, their gifts, their skills, and we put them together with the resources to get things done.
Just under a decade ago, several Perry County residents began the process of creating a charitable organization that would become known as the Foundation for Appalachian, Kentucky.
We started in Perry County, but we quickly realized it's not about Perry County. It's about this region. These are our mountains, and we need to take care of them. It's up to us. So if we're going to do that, we've got to pull together, and that means pulling together not just our money, but our time and our talent, all of our gifts, to make this region be all that it can be. And there's so much to do here and so much potential.
And it is this sense of working together that has allowed the foundation to help support several projects across the region.
We are expanding across the region now and really bringing all of our partners together and our communities together and invigorating them with a sense of purpose and mission, and then how do we all come together to do really awesome things for the region. And so I have been working with our community funds and our affiliate community foundations and our philanthropic partners across the region to think about those things and to provide them with the resources and the technical assistance, the trainings, the workshops, the partners, the consultants that they need to really jumpstart those funds.
We were able to provide some matching funds in Jackson County, and they were able to provide $5,000 worth of grants to their local community. They supported the Veterans Memorial Park. They supported Flatlick Falls with a kiosk to help people, tourists who are coming to see the beauty of Flatlick Falls. They also provided a grant to Beth's Blessing and providing some equine therapy. So those are some of the things that happened in Jackson County. We're funding Teach for America, and we've been able to provide 3 teachers, 2 in the Perry County school system and 1 in the Hazard system over the past year, and we're looking forward to broadening that.
One key aspect of the Foundation's success is their housing and support of various types of funds that each offer ways for individuals, nonprofits, and even entire counties the opportunity to plan for the future.
If you want to start a fund for a specific park, you could open up a named fund with us that could do that, and you could get an annual grant out of that every year that could help operate your park and do a specific project for your park. But also, the community funds and the affiliate community foundations are really thinking about a specific geographic area, looking at an entire county like the Jackson County or Clinton County.
Here locally, Jackson County Community Foundation was the first community to reach out to us and say, will you host a fund with us? Will you help us build our own community capacity? The Clinton County Community Foundation began in 2013, and they have a really neat project. They're challenging their community to give $205, to invest $205 for the next 5 years. Clinton County is 205 square miles. So in a way of creating a legacy to your county, to the place where your heart is, give back to your community in a small way, $205.
Creating a meaningful relationship with donors to ensure both the success and growth of our region and meeting the needs of their donors is vital to FAKY.
We can meet the needs of an individual donor who may decide they want to set up their own personal fund and have some say-so, some control over how that money gets spent. We can do that. We can provide the legal structure, the intermediary, we can facilitate looking for those grant applications. We can do as much or as little as a donor needs to make sure that they get the full financial benefit from leaving their money to a public charity in the community, but most of all that their needs of their heart are met in leaving their resources in the community that they love, and that those choices can be left up to them, how that money gets spent.
And while seeking donations is critical to FAKY, the real joy comes from the writing of grants to our local charities. But don't let the idea of grant writing scare you.
Well, we want it to be a very open process. We want people to be able to come to us at any time during the year when they have a good idea, rather than fitting a project into a specific time period and scurrying around thinking about, oh, what can we do because there's a grant due. We want it to be an open door policy. Come to us with a good idea. Let us help you think through the process. Let us help you think through the application. The application is actually on the website. Send us a letter of inquiry and talk to us about a project that you have an interest in or that you think would benefit one of our local nonprofits or benefit the community.
When we think about giving away more than $1 million worth of grants in the last 5 years, $1 million, that is a lot of money in this region. And we've been able to do that, but we've been able to do it because we've created a trusted institution where not only people, just regular people on the street, can give a little bit of money and make it mean so much, but we've been able to say to people outside of the region, larger philanthropies, private individuals, other foundations, say, oh, they have a community foundation. We can work through that community foundation to put our money to work in that community. So a lot of the money that we've given away has come from other places simply because we have a community foundation, and that says, I can trust this community.
For more information on how you can contribute to the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky, or to start the process of establishing a fund for your charitable group or area, check them out online at appalachianky.org. You can also give them a call at 606-439-1357.
And we are happy to come out into any community that has an interest in creating its own community board, starting its own community foundation, talking about how do we ask people for money? How do we pool resources? What happens if I have one great big donor who wants to decide how their money is spent in my community? We can help with all of that. People can remain anonymous. People can be very public. The beauty of a community foundation, again, is it can do anything a community wants it to do. The community just needs to decide what it needs to do. But we're here to help any community that wants to get excited, pool their resources, and make things happen on the ground in their community.